As always, all the products I'm going to share with you are listed and linked down below in the info box. And if I happen to have a discount code, it is also linked down below. And as always, while I'm going to share some products with you I have really been enjoying, none of these are must-haves. I know money is tight for many of us right now, so please don't feel the need to run out and purchase every single product I'm going to share with you. But if there is something you are interested in, again, everything is linked and listed down below. With that said, the first product I have really been enjoying is by HAIRCARE, and it is the Body Retinol. In my last What I'm Loving Right Now video, I talked about the HAIRCARE body lotion, which I still absolutely love. In fact, I just repurchased this, so this is my second container. But I also talked about being curious about the Body Retinol. And under that video, a couple of you told me you use this and love it, so I purchased it, and I really like it. So this is a Body Retinol. It contains 0.1% retinol. It also contains 10% alpha-hydroxy acids. And alpha-hydroxy acids we know help with exfoliation as well as collagen production. On top of the 0.1% retinol and 10% alpha-hydroxy acids, this also contains several different peptides, glycerin, and some other skin-loving ingredients. So this is skincare for the body. And I have talked about how for decades I have neglected the skin on my body. And having been a sun worshipper, I can really see the damage now. So I want to get a bit more serious about treating the skin on my body. And I have been using this for probably about 4 weeks now, and I can already see a difference. Now, if you've been here for a little while, I hardly ever say that I can see a difference from my skincare product, especially if I try it on my face, because the skin on my face is pretty healthy. So it is hard to see a difference from a skincare product unless it is exceptional. But the skin on my body wasn't that healthy. So within 4 weeks, I could see a difference using this. And it's probably mostly due to the alpha-hydroxy acids helping with exfoliation. The retinol in here is going to take a bit longer to kick in. So I'm really looking forward to see what sort of results I will get with this down the road. Now, they call this a body serum, but I would definitely call this a lotion. In fact, I use this at night because it does contain retinol as well as alpha-hydroxy acids. And after applying this, I don't apply another lotion. I feel this is plenty moisturizing. It is definitely a lotion consistency. It sinks in beautifully, and like I said, I find it plenty moisturizing, but it sinks in beautifully without leaving a greasy or sticky residue. Now, I did read through some of the reviews on this online, and most of them were quite positive. People saying they really love this and they can see a difference from it. But some people complained about it being really stinky. I actually think I have a very sensitive nose, and I cannot detect any scent to this. But if you use this and you think it's stinky, please let us know down below. But like I said, to me, this has 0 scent. If it was stinky, I don't think I would like it. But I have really been enjoying this. The only thing I don't like about it is the container, honestly, because obviously I can't see how much I have left in here. So I already have a backup. I don't want to run out of it. But I wish the container was a bit different. I wish it was in a regular pump bottle so you can unscrew it and see how much is left in here. The body lotion does come in a regular pump bottle. It's a big one. I think it's about a half a liter. And I actually wanted to purchase that when I repurchased this, but they were out of it. But aside from the container, I think this is a fabulous product. And one thing I forgot to mention, like I said, this does contain 10% alpha-hydroxy acids. It contains glycolic acid and mandelic acid. And I have used other alpha-hydroxy acid body lotions in the past, which were usually around 10%, but I could never apply those after shaving my legs because it would sting and burn. Well, the other day I shaved my legs and I forgot about it. So I applied this to my legs and there was 0 stinging or burning. But again, I do think that the alpha hydroxy acids in here are quite effective because I can already see a difference in my skin. And hopefully, once the retinol kicks in, I can see even more of a difference. If you use this, please share your experience with it down below. And if you feel that this has a bad scent, if you feel this stinks, like some of the reviews were saying, like I said, I cannot detect any scent to this, but if you do, please let us know down below. The next product, and I'm going in no particular order here, but the next product actually sat in my bathroom drawer for almost a year. In fact, I talked about this almost a year ago in a video, saying that while it is not a bad product, I'm not wild about it. However, somebody here on YouTube who I really trust, and I can't remember now who it was, raved about this not too long ago. So I took it out of my bathroom drawer and gave it another try, and I'm glad I did, because I'm actually really enjoying this now. The product I'm talking about is by Bloom Effects, and it is their sunscreen serum, which has an SPF of 50. This is a mineral SPF. It is a clean SPF containing 12% non-nano zinc oxide. It also contains a proprietary Dutch tulip complex, which the company says is rich in antioxidants, natural moisturizing factors, and amino acids. On top of the 12% non-nano zinc oxide and the Dutch tulip complex, this also contains 2% niacinamide, which I know some of you love, and some of you are looking for an SPF that does not contain niacinamide. So if that's you, this one is not for you. But if you're not sensitive to niacinamide and you are looking for a tinted, very glowy, very moisturizing SPF, this one is beautiful. It does have to be shook up quite well, and I may not have done that the first time I tried it, because if it is not really well mixed, the color does seem to separate. And even well mixed, when it comes out at first, you can see, or I hope you can see, it does have a bit of a gray tinge. However, once it is sunken in, it seems to just blend in, at least with my skin tone, and just leaves a beautiful, hydrated glow to the skin. It doesn't really give any coverage, so if you have any imperfections, they will still show through. It just gives you a beautiful, like I said, hydrated glow. But I have really been enjoying this SPF, especially right now in winter, where it is a bit colder and drier. So if you live in a cold, dry climate, or you have really dry skin, and again, you're looking for a clean SPF, a tinted SPF, give this a try. I have really been enjoying it. And if you use this, please share your experience with it down below. The next product I have really been enjoying is one I have talked about in a What I'm Loving Right Now video a couple of years ago when we lived in Paris. And it is by Audacité, and it is their Sensitive Skin Serum. Like I said, I talked about this a couple of years ago, and the reason I purchased this a couple of years ago was that my skin was really sensitized. I can't remember why, but I was looking for something to desensitize it, and I had come across this. I purchased it, and within a couple of days, it made all the difference in the world. And so back then I said I would never be without this again. Of course, eventually I ran out and I forgot to purchase it because I didn't need it. However, I am currently doing a series of BBL treatments, and I knew that if I got a BBL, my skin would be somewhat sensitive or sensitized afterwards. I don't know if you've ever had a BBL or an IPL, but your skin sort of feels like you have a sunburn afterwards for a couple of hours or even a couple of days, depending on how strong the treatment was. So knowing that I was going to experience that, I thought ahead and I purchased one of these, and I'm glad I did, because after my BBL treatments, I apply this, and again, it makes all the difference. It really calms my skin down. It's just beautiful. This contains camelina oil, which is naturally dense in alpha-linoleic acid, which the company says, helps to envelope irritated and reactive skin types in soothing hydration. This also contains chamomile and calendula, and both chamomile and calendula are very soothing and very healing. Now, this is a tiny bottle, but it is very concentrated, and a little goes a long way. It can be used diluted, meaning mixing a couple of drops into a moisturizer, or undiluted. And if I have any sort of skin sensitivity, that's what I will do. I will use it undiluted. So I will take just a couple of drops. Again, a little goes a long way. So 2 or 3 drops are really all I need for my face and neck. And you can see it is an oil consistency. Now, Audacity calls this a serum, but it is an oil consistency. So I will take a couple of drops, massage it in as my first step, let it do its magic, and then move on with my regular skincare. Now, this particular one, the sensitive skin one, has a very strong, to me, very pleasant, but very strong scent of chamomile. So if you don't like chamomile, and this might not be for you, but if you don't mind the scent of chamomile, and you here and there struggle with sensitized skin, this is something really great to have on hand. And then because I like this so much, I wanted to give another one of their serums a try. So I got the CAR serum, which is the wild carrot serum. And the company says that this particular one is for dull skin that needs to rediscover its fresh, rosy glow. Now, I live in Southern California, so we don't really have winter per se, but it has gotten a bit colder and drier. And I have noticed with that, my skin has gotten a bit drier. But I really like these skincare products I have been using, and I don't want to switch everything around. So what I have been doing instead, because I do feel that my skin needs a bit more moisture, is just putting a couple of drops of this into my moisturizer, and that does the trick. So this actually is just wild carrot seed oil and vitamin E. That's it. Those are the only 2 ingredients. And again, it can be used diluted or undiluted, but I have been using it mixed into my moisturizer. And again, it does the trick. It gives me plenty of hydration. And this one right here, I can't tell now because I can still smell the chamomile. Let's see. This one doesn't smell quite as strong to me, but all of the Audacity serums, I've tried some other ones when we lived in Paris, they all smell quite herby. So if that is not your jam, then these might not be for you. But if you're looking for something to boost your moisturizer, or again, if you're looking for something for skin sensitivities, then check out the Audacity website. They have a bunch of these different serums for different skin problems. And once I have used this one up, this is going to last me forever. I might try a different one. If you have tried any of the Audacity serums, please share experience with them down below and let us know which one is your favorite. And then I have another product by Audacity I have really been enjoying. In fact, this particular product I had been curious about for a while. In case you're not familiar with Audacity, Audacity is a woman-owned brand that originated in Paris, but now it's all made in California. But this particular product came out when we still lived in Paris, and I had been curious about it ever since, but I finally purchased it about a month ago. And it is the Audacity Le Bleu Balm, which they say is a repair balm containing blue chamomile and shea butter. Like I said, I had been curious about this product for a while, and I purchased it about a month ago because, again, the weather is getting a bit drier here and my skin was a bit drier. And I was looking for a product to use for slugging, so as my last step at night. And this seemed like the perfect product. It is a beautiful blue from the blue chamomile. And you can see it has sort of a Vaseline consistency, which in my mind makes it perfect for slugging. I have been using this for about a month now, and I haven't even made a dent. So this is going to last me for a long time because a little, again, goes a long way. So I use about this much at night, and I use this as my last step. I will apply my tretinoin, my topical estrogen, And then I will apply this as my last step on top. And it is quite greasy, so good thing my husband is not living with me right now because he hates when I go to bed all greased up. But he's not here. I can do whatever I want to do. So it is quite greasy. Like I said, it has sort of a Vaseline consistency. But unlike Vaseline, this does eventually sink in. So when I wake up in the morning, this has sunken in, but still my skin just looks so glowy and hydrated. Now, of course, this can be used all kinds of other ways as a moisturizer, a lip treatment, on dry cuticles or dry heels. It is a repair balm. But like I said, I have been using it as a slugging treatment and have really been enjoying it. If you use this, share your experience with it down below. That's it for skincare. I just have 2 more items to share with you. And one of them I couldn't bring here because it is really heavy. It is on my bed in the background, and it is a weighted blanket. Now, Sleep and Glow sent me this weighted blanket quite a while ago, probably at least 6 months ago. And like this, which had been sitting in my bathroom drawer, the weighted blanket just sat in my closet and I didn't even unzip it. But then, as many of you know, Sammy passed away not too long ago. And Sammy was always next to me at night. She was my emotional support animal. If I would wake up with a bad dream, I would reach for her and cuddle with her. And so being without Sammy has been very, very challenging in general, but especially at night. So when Sammy passed away, I remembered that I had this weighted blanket, and I had come across studies showing that a weighted blanket can be quite beneficial for people suffering with anxiety. So I finally tried it, and I have to say I absolutely love it. I had no idea how comforting a weighted blanket can be. Now, when we lived in Paris, I actually purchased a weighted blanket on Amazon. I didn't do a lot of research. I just purchased one that was affordable, and I hated it. I felt so claustrophobic with that thing, and rather than relieving anxiety, it gave me anxiety. But the Sleep and Glow blanket, while quite heavy, so the queen blanket, which is what I'm using, weighs 20 pounds. That's quite heavy. In fact, getting the comforter on it is a workout. So it is quite heavy, but it feels so comforting at night. It feels like it's just enveloping me in this perfect hug. And sleeping with it has really improved my sleep quality. I've talked about this quite a bit on this channel. I have never been the greatest sleeper. Even as a little girl, I woke up quite frequently. And I have shared some of my sleep scores with you, which I track with my Oura Ring. I will put some right here from before using the weighted blanket. As you can see, they're not great. Oftentimes, I got very little deep sleep and or REM sleep. But since using the Sleep and Glow weighted blanket, my sleep scores, while not perfect, they're not anywhere near Brian Johnson's sleep scores, but they have definitely improved. I am getting more deep sleep and more REM sleep, and I wake up less frequently. So I'm actually quite amazed how this particular weighted blanket has made such a big difference as far as improving my quality of sleep, easing my anxiety, especially right now, again, being without Sammy. I'm quite amazed. And I would love to know, do you use a weighted blanket? And if so, what is your experience with it? Please share down below. And if you're somebody who doesn't have the greatest quality of sleep or suffers from anxiety, maybe trying a weighted blanket would not be a bad idea. I will of course link this blanket down below, and I'm pretty sure Sleep and Glow gave me a discount code for it, which I will also link down below. And then the last thing I have really been enjoying is a bit random, but I went to the farmer's market with a couple of girlfriends last Saturday, and we came across a stand selling these lentil toppers. And of course, the person selling them gave us some samples. I liked them so much that I purchased 5 of these bags. Today is Friday, so it hasn't even been a week since I've purchased 5 of these bags. and I only have 2.5 bags left. So in less than a week, I ate 2.5 of these bags, and that's how good these are. Now these are just lentils with spices. They come in different flavors. I haven't tried this particular one yet, but it's supposed to be spicy. I have a half open bag of barbecue flavor right here. And then I ate 2 bags of, I want to say it's Parmesan. I could be wrong. It is some sort of cheese, but these are all plant-based. So no dairy, no oil is used. It's just lentils and spices. And I asked the person selling them, I was hoping he would give me the recipe because I thought if this is just lentils and spices, I can make this myself. I asked them, how do you make them? Do you bake them? Do you dehydrate them? He wouldn't tell me. But I'll show you. I'll open this up. They are so delicious. So they're very crunchy. Again, they are just lentils, and I'm not quite sure how to show you this, but they are just lentils. And I'm gonna eat a couple so you can see. You can hear them falling on my computer. So they are crunchy, and you can hear. Oh, that's so good. They're really crunchy, but again, no oil is being used. It's just lentils and spices. So they are super healthy. They are high in protein. They are delicious, and I have been using them either as a snack like this, or on top of my salad at lunch. And I'm going to have to go back to the farmer's market and get some more because I will be out of what I purchased, the 5 bags, very soon. Now, I did look and make sure they have a website. I'm not just going to tell you about these and you live somewhere else in the US and you can't get them. So they do have a website, which I will link down below. I have 0 affiliation with them, but I just think this is delicious. It is such a good and healthy snack. And again, no oils being used, gluten-free, dairy-free, fat-free. And 1 bag, let's see, 1 bag is 16 serving sizes. Well, I'm definitely going through that bag quite fast. But 1 serving size has 2 grams of protein. So that means that the whole bag is 32 grams of protein, if I'm doing the math correctly. So a really good, healthy, and delicious snack. If you have tried these, or if you have a different delicious and healthy snack you want to share with us, please share down below. I have these all over my computer now, but I will not let them go to waste. So these are all the things I have really been enjoying. If there's anything you have really been enjoying, please share down below. Doesn't matter what it is. Skincare, healthy snacks, a good book, movie, whatever has made you happy, please share down below. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye.